Good morning, folks, and happy Friday. We still got a few pounds to go. Just enough to wet our whistle so we can teach class. Well, now that we have had our single swallow of water for breakfast, let's head on and teach our cardio kickboxing class, and then head to finish cutting this weight. I'm hungry, and I am thirsty, and I'm becoming grumpy. We survived our class this morning, and let's head on and get into this sauna and see if we can lose the last little bit of this weight we gotta lose. 4 pounds to go. Let's get this sweat primed and then make our way to the sauna. Sweat primed, let's go get the last of this weight off. Only a pound away, let's climb back into the sauna. Folks, I thought I was gonna be a moron for cutting that weight in less than 24 hours, but we made it with 2/10 to spare, or under 2/10. Definitely thought that this was going to be the first time I missed weight in my career. But no folks, hard work, dedication, and a little bit of toughness. I have absolutely no idea how these folks who don't know how to diet and cut weight correctly actually make weight, because this is the first time that I have not been able to cut weight correctly in a long time, and my head is a-throbbing. But let's head home, shower up, and then head over to weigh-in so that we can finally grub down, become fat and happy. That's a whole lot of sweat in them sweats. Cleaned up and headed to weigh-ins. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've got a headache due to the 13 pounds we cut in less than 24 hours. I think we got a headache from caffeine withdrawals. It's a really need my coffee before I start twitching and itching, folks. The weigh-ins are at this chiropractor, and I don't think I've ever seen a nicer chiropractor in my life. Well, weigh-ins completed, and we just amazed our sponsor. They're like, there's no way you just did that. And I was like, yeah, I did. Look, check the weight. He goes, holy shit, you just cut freaking 13, almost 15 pounds in less than 24 hours. You're an animal, dude. You're an animal. But let's chug the rest of this, or guess not chug it so we don't get a tummy ache, and then go find some flipping grub, because I'm starving and I still got a little bit of a headache. So I think we need to find us some caffeine. At least the restaurant we chose this morning knew what I am, a hungry man. Most definitely living up to its name. Well, folks, we were indeed a hungry man. We made a happy plate, as my mama used to say. I'm thinking that we may have had a little bit of a headache due to the lack of sugar, because now I feel just fine, and I didn't drink no coffee, but I did drink like 3 diet sodas, so I could have just gotten my caffeine fix from the diet soda. I have no idea. But I'm about to head home, recover a little bit, and then I guess we're just gonna spend the day with y'all. We're gonna game up a little bit, folks. Home at last. Let's get inside and get a little recovery nap in before we hop on our games. My little cuddle bug. How am I supposed to want to get up? Sheesh. I took a little bit more than just a recovery nap. I might as well have slept, but I'm feeling much better now, folks. I'm back. Well, now that we feel like we can communicate with the human race, let's go grab some tacos to continue this recovery process. If you're anything like me and you train literally every day, a competition should feel like a vacation. It should feel like a dream come true. You get to finally recover a little bit. You get to take a few hours off of training, maybe a day off of training, maybe 2 days off of training, and get to go show your skills. So like, 1, you get to go show your skills. 2, you get to do what you love to do. And 3, if you train correctly, it should feel like kind of like a vacation. I guess you wouldn't really say a day off, but you definitely aren't going at full speed. You don't want to like injure yourself right before a competition. So in theory, it's kind of like a vacation. It's kind of like a day off. Definitely if you're not moving at 110, running your body at 5,000 RPM. And I have a little theory about competing and training. If you train every day at like 5,000 RPMs, moving your body as hard as you can, training as hard as you can every day, then you'll feel okay and your competition won't be jeopardized when you have to take a few days off to be able to cut weight. Because as a combat athlete, it's not just about being good at your sport, but it's also about beating that scale. But enough yapping, let's go get some tacos. Bag is secured, let's buckle these gems up. And we're home, let's go shove these greasy sons of bitches down our throats. It's like sex in the mouth, folks. Like sex in the mouth. Tacos, I'm feeling like the Energizer Bunny. So let's head over here to a PlayStation, hop on some Dead Space, and see how far we can cue the Bon Jovi for me. Well, folks, we just finished up an amazing stream. And tonight's chapter was not nearly as difficult as the previous nights. But I'm getting a little hankering for COD, and we need to go get a little bit more grub in us. So, with that being said, I will catch y'all in a bit. While I was sitting there eating just about everything in the house that I could find, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast, and he had Jelly Roll on. And Jelly Roll was speaking on his 100 pounds weight loss progress, and how ever since he started losing weight, he doesn't crave these nasty foods anymore, unhealthy foods. He used to say, like, when he walked into a room, he would look, scour the room, is there a candy bowl in here? And then the other day, he started doing something in his green room, and he was doing something, let's just put it that way. He was doing something in his green room, and someone asked him, hey, you want the Snicker? And he's like, hey, how long has that been here? And he's like, it's been here the whole entire time. And he was just amazed. He's like, oh my gosh. That used to be like one of the things that I had to do was make sure there was a candy bowl in the room. And that food's been there the whole entire time. And then they started talking about progress. And like once you get that momentum going forward, it's hard to stop. That's all you got to really do is get the momentum going. And I fully agree, folks. As long as you can get a little bit of momentum going, you'll be okay. I mean, you'll get it going. That's the hardest part about it. That's the hardest part about any weight loss process or any weight loss journey. It's just getting started. Once you get started and you start seeing the progress, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I just can't stop now. I can't stop now. So, to the ones who are like, man, I can't do this. Well, look at Jelly Roll. He's freaking doing it. And he was 500 and something pounds. But let's get our cookies up for the night so that we can call it a night. And now to take this one out. Well, folks, now that we have gotten the animals taken care of for the night, we need to call it a night ourselves. We need to, because we need to be nice and refreshed, get a full 8 hours sleep for this tourney. But before I just edit up the day and call it a night, get this posted, I want to leave y'all with a little bit of advice. What advice would I like to leave y'all with? The same advice that I kind of just left y'all with, or I took from the Jelly Roll podcast with Joe Rogan. Get that progress going. Once you get that step going forward, anything is possible. Your progress, once you got that momentum going, it is just going to flourish. It doesn't matter what it is in life. It doesn't matter. It's not just fitness journeys. It's any journey. Whether it's becoming a better person, whether it's starting a channel, whether it's starting a new career, whether it's anything in life, like literally anything in life. You choose in life. Like with me today, the hardest thing to do this today was just get going, get the progress going, get out of the door and get on the treadmill and get into the sauna. Once I got in the sauna, it was all good. Now we're moving, now we're rolling. Well, yeah, there was pain throughout it, but we already got progress going, and we're not going to stop now, are we? We got a little bit of momentum. We got a sweat broken. We ain't going to just stop, are we? We're not going to just stop. So with anything in life, get that first step. That first step is always going to be the hardest step. Once you get that first step started, you got momentum and you will be flowing. I promise you, folks. But with that being said, I'm going to start editing this up. And if we got enough time, well, I guess we're going to hop on some COD. With that being said, folks, BillyGoat flipping loves you.